The episode begins with Luminous Valentine overseeing an adult Chloe who is in stasis. Meanwhile, Yuki requests for Rimuru to visit the Kingdom of Coleus to investigate a conflict between the two princes living there. Rimuru reluctantly agrees to the task, and they are accompanied by a warrior named Paolo. After Yuki informs the Freedom Academy staff of this, Jeff warns them of the challenges that they'll face there, and Rimuru decides to use their old name Satoru as an alias. On the way there, they face off against a monster. Once they reach Coleus, they are greeted by Chiffon, Jeff's second sister, and her husband Barak. They share each other's backstories and current situations. The next day, Rimuru sends Paolo off to gather information, but sends Sue to spy on him. Chiffon takes Rimuru to meet Princess Zenobia, the sister of the two princes. Along the way, they meet court physician Gustav. Rimuru gives Zenobia honey, which cures her blindness. While practicing sword fighting with his men, Aslan is informed of his sister's recovery, and he visits Rimuru, Barak, and Chiffon, and they talk about Souther and Gustav's motivations. Rimuru then visits Zenobia and discovers that she has telepathic powers. They introduce themselves using their old name Satoru and learn that Gustav and Karl may be working under her father's orders. They hide upon hearing Gustav returning. It turns out he plans to use her for his plans of giving their god a new vessel, and also decides to take care of Rimuru to ensure they can't interfere. Meanwhile, Luminous Valentine is seen standing on the top of a tower and knows of Gustav's plot. Gustav then has Rimuru arrested after falsely claiming that their medicine made things worse for Zenobia, but they leave a body double in the prison cell while their real self sneaks out using their original human form and the alias Great Phantom Thief Satoru. Entering Zenobia's room, they restrain the maids there and escape with Zenobia. Meanwhile, Benimaru and Sue are ordered by Rimuru to stop Barak, Aslan, and Paolo from engaging Souther. The two Kijin prove to be equally matched or much stronger than them. Rimuru soon arrives with Zenobia. Starting from where the previous episode left off, Rimuru, assuming the disguise of their old name and appearance of Satoru, arrives with Zenobia and informs her brothers of Gustav's crimes and the truth. Gustav and Karl appear and reveal that they are archdemons and are planning to have Zenobia become a vessel for their god, the primordial Violet, whom Gustav idolizes. To keep them from interfering, Gustav creates a force field around everyone, and Karl, while he escapes with Zenobia to complete his plan, leaving Karl to defeat them as they cannot leave witnesses to their plan. Aslan is injured during the fight against Karl, but Rimuru provides him with honey to heal him. Paolo, who didn't become trapped in the force field, attempts to escape with an unconscious Zenobia, and Luminous Valentine saves him from Gustav's attack. She proves to be too powerful for Gustav to defeat, leaving him no choice but to kill Karl and use his energy to finish putting Violet inside Zenobia, hoping that she will strong enough to eliminate Luminous, who is a witness. He is shocked upon learning Luminous's true identity as a demon lord, who also has a history with Violet. She is displeased with Violet's troublesome antics, so the two decide to fight it out. They prove to be equally matched, and after the fight, Violet reveals that she is not satisfied with her vessel because it was not yet suitable for her, and that she can't get rid of the witness, which compromises her plan to gain a body, and that she must now eliminate evidence. Gustav thought she was talking about Luminous, but learns too late that she was talking about him, and Violet quickly kills him for not completing her plan correctly. She then leaves Zenobia's body to try and gain another vessel elsewhere. Luminous revives Paolo and has him lie to make it look like he defeated Gustav before leaving. Gustav's death causes the force field to disappear. After seeing Gustav's corpse, Rimuru is shocked, seeing that Paolo defeated Gustav, but is also skeptical. After ensuring that Zenobia will be okay, Rimuru and their subordinates leave. Rimuru returns to their prison cell, makes their doppelganger disappear, and takes its place before a guard has them released and brought to Aslan and Souther, who deduct that they are Satoru due to the honey that they gave to Aslan and Zenobia earlier. While speaking to Aslan, Souther, Zenobia, Barak, and Chiffon, they figure out that Rimuru is the ruler of the Jura Tempest Federation, and learn that Tedron is the true mastermind behind the whole ordeal, having summoned Gustav and Karl and manipulated his sons into fighting in hopes of gaining a new vessel from the winner as his old body is dying. But once the soldiers tried to confront their wicked father, they found him dead. Sometime earlier, Tedron is angered that his plan failed and considers summoning a demon into himself to try another attempt to gain a vessel, but he is confronted by Valentine, who kills him for his crimes and leaves evidence that proves his guilt. As Rimuru prepares to leave, Paolo decides to remain behind as Souther becomes the new king of Coleus, while Aslan becomes the Minister of Defense. Rimuru later informs Yuki of his success, but is desperate to avoid any more jobs. Sometime after the battle against Falmouth, Aslan, Sauser, Zenobia, and Paolo learn that Rimuru has become a demon lord. In the post-credits scene, two female primordials learn of Violet's actions, and Violet returns to her domain to look for a new vessel. The camera then focuses on a crystal ball with an image of Toa and Hero, foreshadowing the events of Scarlet Bond.